Innovation culture. It's something that needs to be in the entire organization. Everybody must know that the company has an innovation vision, and they need to know that it's important. But how do you engage an entire organization? It's not as easy as sending a mail stating, as of now, we are going to be innovative. Maybe they understand it, but they don't fully grasp it, and it's definitely not lived through the company. Now, I'm going to tell you an interesting anecdote of how I introduced an innovation culture in a company full of technology nerds and full of introvert people. What I did when we introduced the entire innovation approach, first of all, of course, we prepared tons of things, we made a methodology, we learned how it interacted together, so all components were in place, but now we had to engage the full community in order to roll out the strategy. Well, I made an agreement with the CEO that I would set up a media campaign to launch the event. He said okay, but I had a very limited budget. I said okay, I will work with it, but I did not tell him any details. He just knew that something was going to happen. What I did was I created a set of posters to introduce the initial concepts. And the very first wave of posters, on one of the nights, I entered the building and I hung up myself 150 individual A4, A3 posters all over the place, down to the toilets of the ladies' room. You could find the word Tifany is coming. Tifany is coming because it was an acronym we gave the innovation strategy. Nobody knew what Tifany was about at that time instead of a happy few. And what was best, afterwards I heard from the CEO that when he entered the building, his first thought was, I have a problem. Because what happened is that actually the key color of the company also kind of matched with the key color of one of the big unions we have in Belgium. So he came on the company, saw all that green and thought, I have a union issue which I didn't see coming. But in fact, it was far better. We were introducing the innovation strategy. The day after, I added another 200 posters to that, also explaining the different concepts, that it was about change, that it was about driving value, that it was choosing different ideas and so on. So by that time, people started to get to know what it was about. The net result was that within 2 days' time, the whole company was talking about what was happening. The whole company was aware that we were shifting strategy to become an innovation company. And did it pay off? Yes. First of all, everybody knew it. Second thing that happened was that all ideas started to be generated in the direction of the innovation strategy. And next, ever since, the company has been growing in double-digit rates for at least 2 decades by now. And as far as I know, the company is still growing. So next time you are building an innovation approach for your organization, it's not just about making sure that everything fits together. It's not just about creating the great vision and making sure that you have the selection mechanisms to do all of that. It's also about engaging the full organization so that the full resources go in the right direction to implement the strategy and bring results and growth for your company.